agus Tommy Cantla Macharan Shaw, so tá trí nómatí go le gom. I think the first point is to point out where Ireland is in the international vaccine provision. And in fact, Ireland at this moment in time, maybe the last speaker would take the liberty to check the facts out before he makes issues which aren't true, that we're ahead of Spain, we're ahead of Portugal, we're ahead of Germany, we're ahead of Italy, we're ahead of France. That is per 100,000 of people in the population vaccinated. And the other point is that, I didn't hear what you said there, but I want to make it very clear to you that we're doing extremely well compared to other countries. And indeed, if you're listening to the Minister for Health, we have ordered now, I think, somewhere in the region of 10 million vaccines for this country. And the issue about vaccination was that we all went together as European citizens, and you might know that today there is a meeting of all the heads of state in Europe to roll out the vaccines in even faster than it has been the case up to now. And that there is huge progress has been made. And you know, the sun is out there today, and we're in a different phase of spring, and the changes coming in our society as a result of the sacrifices that people have made. And they've made huge sacrifices, and thousands have died. But nevertheless, the facts are on this morning that the R number is going down, that the people in hospitals and ICU are going down. We're vaccinating now over 100,000 people a week, and it's shortly to be 250,000 people a week. Our schools are going back, and our preschool children. Routine health checks are beginning to recommence, and I welcome the progress that has been made in relation, obviously, to breast check. There are other serious issues out there, one of them being the question of centres for vaccination. And I believe it is not acceptable that towns like Drogheda, which is the largest urban area in this country outside of the cities, a population in excess of 40,000, will not have a vaccination centre. And I would say to the Minister, you've got to address that issue, you've got to address it now. You must bring the vaccinators to the people rather than the people to, rather than the other way around, because it doesn't make sense to have everybody in the town of Drogheda travel to Dundalk or to Navan when the vaccinators can come to our town in an appropriate and proper environment. The other point I want to make is that the two-island strategy, that is, we should converge as much as possible with the United Kingdom and indeed with the administration in Northern Ireland, because we have the common travel area and we have to make sure that people can meet their family members, people they haven't seen for over a year, and that if we can have the same regulations, east and west, north and south, that would make a lot of difference to a lot of families. People, I haven't seen my grandchildren for over a year, and I know that applies to thousands of people in this country, and I want that to change. I would also think in terms of time, and it is an issue about the Oireachtas chamber, that we ought to be sitting 5 days a week in this chamber here, and if needs be in committee in the Dáil chamber and in the Senate chamber, to make sure that there is due and proper analysis of all of the movements and all of the changes that are happening in our health services, so that we can have true and proper accountability.